Hello everyone, welcome to our today's Tech Talk on Document Management in Teamcenter. In this session, we'll dive into how Teamcenter as a powerful product lifecycle management system offers seamless integration and automation for handling various document types. Our focus will be on exploring how Teamcenter simplifies the creation, management, and stamping of documents using attribute exchange, templates, and automated workflows. Whether you are generating Word, Excel, or PowerPoint documents, or modifying existing PDFs with stamps, watermarks, these functionalities are designed to boost productivity and ensure consistency across all projects. Today we'll see how we can create Word, Excel, or PowerPoint documents from templates with attribute exchange. We'll see how we can apply system stamps on documents. We'll also see how we can add workflow sign-off tables to PDFs and documents. Lastly, we'll finish up by stamping and applying watermarks and logos to PDFs. Let us begin. Okay, let us first see how we can create a Word document from a template with attribute exchange. So in this example here, I'm creating a sample general document. We'll fill out all our properties here, and once that is created, we'll see that a Word X dataset, a Word document, is attached to my revision. So how is this automatically attached to my revision? In Teamcenter, we define a logic that whenever a general document is created, it automatically attaches the dataset underneath the revision. Also, if we take a look at the contents of this Word dataset, we'll see that it has pulled all the information from the template. For example, the functional specification, the font, all the text. Also, we'll see that the document name exactly matches the document name in Teamcenter, the author, the revision, and also the document ID exactly matches. So this is done through attribute exchange between Teamcenter and the Word dataset. Let us take a look at it in a live environment. Okay, so right now I'm on my Teamcenter home folder. It's now the Explorer folder. Under the Explorer folder, I have another folder for demo here. I'll go ahead and create a new sample general document. We will fill out all the information for the sample general document and the author here. So we have another property here that says document subject. This is a list of values here. So depending on the selection that I make here, Teamcenter will pick the template specific for these selections. For example, if I pick functional specifications, it will pick the template for functional specification. Similarly for Excel, PowerPoint, any other selection. In this example, I'll pick the functional specifications. So once it has been added, we'll see all of our information that we provided has been stored underneath the properties. Also, we'll see that we have a Word dataset underneath it. Again, how was this Word dataset created automatically? So inside the PMIDE, we defined IRDC rules so that whenever a sample general document is created, a Word dataset, depending on a selection we make, is attached automatically to the revision. Let's take a look at what this dataset looks like inside of Word. So we can use the open in office command from our active workspace to open the dataset. So the document will be checked out to me right now so that I can make changes to it. We have a Teamcenter tab on our Word application. So with the Office integration for Teamcenter, we get an additional tab on the ribbon for Teamcenter. We can use these commands to open a document, create a new document, or browse through Teamcenter to look for a file or a data set. We can search, view the properties, check in, check out, and other commands. So Teamcenter, when we created that this document revision, it looked at that template and pulled all the information from the template. We can see we have the functional specification, all the text and font, all the properties of that have been pulled from the template. You can see we have the same document name, the author, revision, and the document ID as Teamcenter because they're all this information is pulled from within Teamcenter. Now, if I go back and save it back to Teamcenter, we'll see that Teamcenter automatically generates a PDF for this Word document. So we'll refresh our Teamcenter here. Now we can see that a PDF has been generated. We have the same information, it's just a conversion of our Word to PDF. So one might have a question, what if some user or designer wants to update our Word X dataset? Can it be done? Yes, it can be done. We'll go back to our Word document and check it out, and we'll add another line here and see how it'll update the PDF again. So I'll check this back in or save it back to Teamcenter. It'll automatically check in my file. And if I go back to Teamcenter and refresh my Teamcenter active workspace, the new PDF has been generated. It has the updated text and the updated file in here. So whenever we edit a data set, Teamcenter, it'll replace the old PDF with the new PDF with the updated version of the Word dataset. So how are these attributes or the values, for example, the document name, the author, how are they being pulled into a Word file? Let's take a look. So this is done through custom attributes. So we have advanced properties in Excel. If I go over to custom tab, I'll see that I have properties defined here. I have the document ID, object name, author, revision, and last modified. So whenever a document is created, Teamcenter provides information to these properties, and these properties are being used on here. So it's just Teamcenter provides the value to those properties, and then we can see the information here on the document. And how does the Teamcenter provide this value over to our Word dataset? It is done through logical objects. So in Teamcenter we have logical objects where we can define, where an admin can define the logic behind attribute exchange. So I'll go over to Active Architect, Logical Objects, and in here under the Logical Objects configuration we have a DM sample LO doc attaches. So this is the name of the logical object. In here we've defined the members and the properties. we'll see the same properties here. For example, item ID, which is being pulled from the document. We'll see that some properties are being pulled from the document revision, and also the data set. For example, the object name here, last modification data of the data set. That's how information is being exchanged between the data set and Teamcenter. So I missed a part here where we'll see how the information, how does the data set know where to pull the information from. So here we have property logical object type relation. In this we can see that we have defined, we have given the value of the logical object that we just created, and we are telling that use this logical object to exchange information between the data set and Teamcenter. So this is how we can create a Word data set from a template in Teamcenter and exchange attribute information. Let us take a look at how this can be done in Excel now. So to create an Excel document from template that has all the attribute exchange, we'll use a similar process. We'll create the same sample general document. We'll put in all our information, but in this case, instead of selecting the functional specifications, we'll define here that we need a sample Excel document. What this will do is Teamcenter will go back and generate a Excel for us from an Excel template. So once that's created, we can see an Excel has been attached as a data set underneath our files for this revision. And if we open it up, we will see that all of our properties have been mapped over to Excel. In this case, we can see that the document ID, the name, the author, the title, and the description have been pulled from Teamcenter. The user over here has added values to his Excel, and once he saves it back into Teamcenter or checks it in, we can see that a PDF has been created of the same Excel. So in here we also see there's another line item that is extra in this Excel, that is non-export control ITAR. So we can leverage a user's location to put system stamps on documents created by that user. Let us take a look at it in a live environment. So I'm logged in as Raunak over here in my Teamcenter, but the location for this user is Cyprus. So this location is a non-export control ITAR. So we'll use the same process. We'll have to add a sample general document. We can provide all of our information here, but the only difference over here will be selecting a specific Excel template for Excel document. I already have this created in my Teamcenter. We'll open it up and take a look. So over here you can see all the properties we added. The document subject here is sample Excel document. So this Excel data set was created off of this template. Let us open this document in Office Client, and we'll see how it looks in an Excel application. Check it out to us. Okay. So here we can see the same information, all the values being pulled over to our Excel sheet from Teamcenter. The user has added his information here to the sheet. Also we see this non-export control ITAR because the user is present in Cyprus. That's a location where ITAR is not are required. So we talked about how attribute exchange was done in Word application, but how is it done in Excel? So in Excel, we have the same advanced properties where we can configure the custom properties here. These are similar properties for item ID, object name, document author, and there are others over here as well. So once we create these custom properties, Excel will receive information from Teamcenter through these custom properties. So once this they have those information in there, if I go over to my views and formula, and if we take a look at named manager, we'll see that we have author, description that refers to those specific cells in Excel. So those custom attributes are linked to these names here for those specific cells. So once they receive information, they provide information to these names, and that's how it is populated here. And I can go back here and show you how it is linked to those names. For example, if I select the ID here, right, we can see the source or the ID over here. It is linked to the ID, the names that we have defined in the Excel sheet. That's how they're linked together. Okay. Now we saw that how we can exchange attributes from Teamcenter to an Excel sheet, and also how we can leverage a user's location to provide an ITAR system stamp or non-ITAR system stamp. Let's move on to how we can generate a PowerPoint document from template with attribute exchange. So in order to create a PowerPoint document from a template, we'll use the same process. We'll create a similar sample general document. We'll fill in all our properties, and the only difference here will be the document subject. The selection from the list will be sample PowerPoint document, so that Teamcenter knows that it has to go and pick up a template that is a PowerPoint template and generate a data set for us. Once it is created, we can see all of our information is stored under the properties, and over here we can see that the document subject is sample PowerPoint document, and it has generated a PowerPoint document data set underneath our files here. On opening the PowerPoint presentation, we will see all of the information has been mapped from Teamcenter, the last modification, date, ID, revision, title, author, subject, and description. Something additional that we are seeing here is the logo and the distribution statement. In this example, we will see how depending on the location, we can add a export controlled ITAR system stamp to the PowerPoint. Also the logo. Let us take a look at this in a live environment. So I'm in the active workspace. We will go ahead and create a sample general document. All the information can be filled out, but the only difference here will be selecting the sample PowerPoint document. This is telling the system to pick the template for PowerPoint. I already created this sample PowerPoint document revision. So in here we can see our information underneath the properties. We have two data sets, one for the PowerPoint and the other one is the PDF. From the PDF, we can see that the title, the author, has been mapped to the PowerPoint from Teamcenter. Also, if we scroll down, we'll see other information that has been mapped over to this PowerPoint presentation. Also, the logo and the system statement for ITAR controlled. Since this is Alex and he is located in Shoreview, this location is a ITAR controlled or ITAR required location. So anybody who creates a document from Shoreview, it will be stamped as a export controlled ITAR. For Cypress, it will be non-export controlled, like we saw in the example of an Excel document. Let us open this in Office client and take a look at this in the application. Okay, so again, we have all the same information here. This is a 3-slide PowerPoint. We can see all of the information here as well. We have the export control ITAR system statement stamped here and the logo as well. So this is how we can exchange attribute values and information between Teamcenter and our documents. So far, we have seen all the documents that have been generated from templates, but we haven't seen a look of how a raw template looks like. Okay, so let us take a look at a raw template for PowerPoint. So let me go back to my home folder here. This is the folder where all the templates are stored. We'll open up the template for PowerPoint. So whenever we define this document subject, it comes in here and looks at the template. It pulls the templates from here. We'll open this in Office client and we'll see how the template looks like. Okay, so this is a raw template here, right? We see that there's no logo, there's no title to this. This is just a mapping that is done to placeholder for the title, the author, placeholder for the author. And if you go over to the second slide, we'll see the placeholders for distribution statement, last modification date, and subject. And again, the logo is missing here. So this is how a raw template looks like, and once we generate a document off of this template, all of these properties and information is pulled from Teamcenter and added to our PowerPoint or Word or Excel documents. So let's move forward and take a look at how we can stamp workflow sign-off tables on an Excel document. In some use cases, there might be the need to see the workflow sign-off table on the Excel itself and the PDF also. So in this example, we submitted this Excel document to a workflow where it required 3 approvals. We had Ben, Alex, and administrator approve this document for us, and once that was approved, it was stamped on the Excel itself, and after checking it in, we could see the PDF created with a workflow sign-off table on it. Let us take a look at it in a live environment. So I have this Excel document created from a template. We'll open it up and we'll add some information to this Excel sheet. And once we've added all our information, we'll submit it to the workflow and we'll see how the workflow sign-off table is added to the Excel sheet. So we'll go back here and save our changes back to Teamcenter and check it in. Okay, now that we have added all our information here, we will submit it to the workflow. For this example, I'll submit it to the workflow where we have to assign 3 reviewers. Once we assign those 3 reviewers and they complete the task, the sign-off history will be stamped on the Excel sheet. So I'll select 3 users over here. Now we can see that we have 3 sign-offs in our workflow. One is from Ben, Alex, and administrator. So for this, I will log in as these 3 users and complete the sign-off. So let's take a look here. I have logged into administrator, Alex, and Ben in these 3 browser windows. Let me go and refresh these pages so that I can see the task in my inbox. Okay, now I have the task in my inbox. I will one by one complete these tasks. And for last one, we will give a sign off as well here. Now if I refresh my page here, I'll see that all 3 users have approved it. We have commented okay, okay, and good here. Let us take a look on how we can stamp this inside of our Excel. Now, so far we did not have it stamped, but if I'll go back and open it up in Office Client again, since this is a PDF from an older version before the workflow, we did not have the sign-off table in that PDF. But now if I open it again after completing the sign-off, we will see that we have stamped successfully all the sign-off history from all 3 users. So we can use this method to stamp sign-off history for 1 user, 2 users, or n numbers of users. We can put this same logic in any workflow process and have the sign-off history displayed on the Excel itself. Let me go back and save it back to Teamcenter. Once I save it, we will see all of this information updated on the PDF also. Let us go back to the Teamcenter Active Workspace. And now we can see that the PDF has been updated with all the sign-off history. Let us take a look on how we can apply watermarks on a PDF. So in this example, we'll see how we can add a watermark to a PDF along with a logo and a system stamp to the PDF depending on the user's location. This is a ITAR system stamp. That means the user was present at a specific location, that is shore view. Let us take a look at this in a live environment. So to demonstrate the watermarks, system stamps, and logos on a PDF, I'll be again creating a sample general document. After filling out all the information here, I will be selecting the software design document. With the help of this template, I will be applying system stamps, watermark, and logos to the PDF. So once this is added to my Teamcenter, we can go ahead and open the Word document in Word application. We will see that this is a different template than the regular templates that we've been seeing before. This is a software design document template. And again, we can see all of the information has been populated in this template. Once I go back and save it back to Teamcenter, a PDF will be generated which will have the watermark, the logo, and the system stamping. So let us take a look at the PDF in Teamcenter Active Workspace. Let me refresh my active workspace. And now we can see that the PDF has been generated for our software design document. Here we can see the system stamp for ITAR control. This is because right now the user is at shore view location. That's why we have the system stamp for ITAR. We have a logo here we can add, and then we can see the restricted watermark on top of the PDF. So if you have a use case where you would want to add a watermark or a logo or a system stamp, depending on some logic or user's location, you can also do that in Teamcenter document management. You can add either, whether it's a logo or a system stamp or a watermark. So in this example, we saw how we can add a watermark, a system stamp, or a logo to the PDF on saving a Word document to Teamcenter. In the next example, we'll see how we can use a workflow to apply watermarks or a system stamp to the PDF. So in this, we have a functional specification document created, and once it's created and saved to Teamcenter, it will not have the watermark or stamping on the PDF. But once we submit it to the workflow will apply the watermark and stamping on the PDF. Let us take a look at it in a live environment. So for this use case, I'll use a document that we already created in the beginning of the tech talk before. So we have this PDF created. Now we will submit it to the workflow and see how we can apply a stamp on top of this PDF. So for this, I have a specific workflow for stamping the PDF. Once I submit it to the workflow, we will have the workflow tab available on the top over here. And we'll see that it is being completed now. If I go back to the overview page and see the PDF, now we can see that we have a stamping on the top that says submitted by Raunak. If I scroll down, we can see we have a watermark of sample on here. Also, we have more stamping at the bottom for the user ID, Teamcenter user, and other stampings for distributing it internally only. So if there's a requirement where you want to add watermarks or system stamping or logos through a workflow, that is also possible in document management, as we can see here. So with this, we will conclude our tech talk today, and we'll open it for question and answers now.